I'm starting off with my eyebrows, and I'm just going to comb through them with this spoolie, and I am going to be using a black eyeliner for my eyebrows today. So I didn't want to use my Brow Wiz because it's a little too brown, and I thought my eyebrows should be as black as the background, as black as my hair, as black as the rest of my face is going to be. So I am just going through and just filling in my brows like I normally would with a pomade or anything like that. So I start by lining the bottom, and then I'm going to line the top of it, and I do have like a full brow tutorial that you guys can see if you guys want to see more in depth, but this is just what I'm doing. So I line the bottom, line the top, and then I just fill in any sparse areas. Next, I'm going to be placing some shadow shields on my eyes, and this is just going to give us that really nice cat eye effect. You can totally skip this step if you want, but I chose to do it. And the first thing that I'm going to do is prime my eyelids. This is really going to keep that black eyeshadow on and the rest of the stuff that we're putting on our eyes, because we're not using a bunch of colors. We're only using maybe 1 or 2 colors on the eyes today. The first color that I'm going in with on my eyes is actually just a setting powder by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It comes in the contour kit, and I'm just placing that all over my eyes to set it. And then I'm going in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Orange Soda eyeshadow, and I'm just going to be buffing this into the crease with a fluffy brush. This is the number 9 blending brush by Sonia Kashuk, and I'm just taking that up into the crease and just making sure that it has like a nice transition color so I know where my crease is when I'm putting the black eyeshadow. And I'm going in with this NYX Jumbo Pencil in the color Black Bean, and I'm using this as a base for the black eyeshadow that we're going to be using. Since I'm only doing black on my eyes, I decided that a black base would be perfect just to intensify the black color that I'm going to be using. So I'm just placing that on, and then I'm going to blend it out with my fingers. Just using cream products and using your fingers with them just kind of makes it easier and blends it out nice and evenly. So the black eyeshadow that I'm going in with is Noir by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the blackest eyeshadow that I've ever used, blacker than Max Carbon, and that says a lot. So I love the shadow. I think it's perfect. It has great intensity, great pigment, and I'm just placing that with a flat shader brush all over my lid area. And then I'm going in with this. It's sort of like a MAC 217 brush, but it's by Smashbox. And I'm just going to be blending that up into the crease. This is just going to help it blend evenly into the crease. I decided not to put the actual color in the crease because I didn't know how intense I wanted it to be. I'm just doing that on both eyes, and then I'm going back in with that Sonia Kashuk brush, and I'm going to be just kind of blending it out and making sure that it's not so harsh on the edges and that we have a nice gradient transition. Then I decided to go in with a little bit of that Noir eyeshadow on that fluffy brush and place it into the crease. I kind of knew where I wanted to go at this point, so I decided to do that. And now I'm just going to give myself some wink liner. So this is the Jordana Cat Eye liquid liner, and I'm just going to be doing a basic wing. So I'm starting off by lining from the inner corner to the outer corner, and then I'm going to flick it up and drag it back in. And if I keep looking over, it's because I'm watching at Netflix. I get really bored when I'm filming, so I tend to watch Netflix just to keep my mind occupied and the background noise. So I'm going to start on the face now, and I'm spraying my face with some Fix Plus to hydrate, and then I'm going in with my Makeup Forever Hydrating Skin Equalizer Primer, and I'm just applying this all over my face. We are going to cake on the makeup today. I rarely say that, but we are going to cake it on, and I really wanted my skin to be nice and hydrated. So I'm going to be mixing my Naked Skin foundation and my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. And I'm mixing these because one is a very full coverage and one is sort of like a medium coverage. And just their color tones and everything is just so different. So I thought that I would mix them together. And I'm just speeding up this process because you guys have seen this in every single video, everything. So yeah, that's pretty much all that's going on right now. So I'm just going to buff that into my skin, and I'm going to just make sure that it is nice and even. So for concealer, I'm going in with this NYX HD concealer, and this is a very, very light shade. I actually didn't realize it was so light until I put it on, and it was too late. So I'm just applying this in all of the areas that I want to highlight. So underneath my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, and the tip of my nose, on my chin, and on my cupid's bow, and then I actually later on go in on my forehead. But I'm just blending that out with the same brush that I used to apply my foundation. And at first I started using it, and then I realized that I wanted to switch to a different brush. And then I'm going to switch that out to a pointed kabuki brush. And these are by Nancy Cosmetics, in case you guys are wondering. Everything will be listed down in the description box. So basically for this, I wanted a really strong contour, and so I'm going in with my Anastasia contour kit, and this is the color Fawn, and I'm going to be chiseling out my cheekbones, and I'm going to do it a couple of times to give myself a super strong contour. I wanted this look to be so glamorous, and I just wanted it to look really good. So I'm going in there twice with some contour color. And now I'm going to highlight underneath my eyes and set that concealer. So I'm taking the banana shade from the Anastasia contour kit. And this is an e.l.f. tapered brush. And I love using this. It's perfect. It fits right in there. And I am really highlighting today. You guys will see in a little bit that I add a lot more. But I am just really going in there and setting that. Now to bronze my face, I'm going to be using my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. And this is my go-to kind of face routine, so it's kind of standard. I'm just applying a lot more than what I usually would, and I'm using that with a Nancy, I think it's a blush brush, but it's perfect for bronzing and contouring. So, and then of course I'm going in on top of my forehead to give myself a little bit more color back into my skin. Now to curl my eyelashes, and I'm just going to curl them with my Tarte eyelash curler, and then add some of this MAC Gigablack Lash mascara. I just really love this mascara. This is just going to prep us for some falsies, and the falsies that I'm using are the Vegas Nay and Eyelure Grand Glamour Lashes. I am obsessed with these. I just bought like 3 more packs at Target, so hooray, I have them forever. But I'm just applying that to my eyes. And now I'm just taking some black liner and I'm applying that to my lower lash line and my waterline, because we are going to smoke that out so good, you guys. So good. I'm going to be taking that same MAC 242 brush, and I'm just applying some of that Noir eyeshadow to it to set the eyeliner, and then we're actually going to go back in and buff it out with a smaller brush. This is the Nancy blending brush, and I'm just going to take a little bit of that black eyeshadow on it and really smoke this look out, because I wanted it to be dark and sultry and just really smoky. Now I'm going to fix the inner corner of my eye, and I'm just going to drag that out and elongate my eye, because what is a cat tutorial if you don't have cat eyes? So I'm just elongating that with a liquid liner, and this is just the same cat eye liquid liner. What a perfect liner to use. Oh my god. Just follow the natural curvature of my eye, and I extend it from the front, and then I drag it back in just like I would do a regular wing. I actually cut out a part of this, but I took a white eyeshadow, and this is MAC's Gesso, and I'm just going to be applying that to the upper lip, and then of course on my eyes to brighten it a lot. And then I decided to apply some of that to my forehead, and I'm just using an e.l.f. I think it's a Flawless concealer brush. And now I am going to line my lips with this eyeliner. This is just a black liner. I'm only lining the upper portion of my lip just because it looks way better that way. So lining it, and then I'm going to be filling it in. And then I'm going to extend the corners of my mouth a little bit more, so it's a little bit more cat-like. So I'm just extending the top portion of my lip. So now I'm going to take the same e.l.f. cream liner that I used earlier to fill in my brows, and I'm just going to be doing the rest of my face with this. So I'm just going to take a line right down my cupid's bow, and then I'm actually going to fill in my nose next, and this is just super easy. You can totally look at a reference picture if you want, or you can look at an actual cat, whatever you want to do, but I just decided to do kind of the tip of my nose, and then I just filled it all in with the same liner. You can set it if you want, but I had no problem with it creasing at all. And then I decided to add a little bit more white around the nose area. I just thought it needed to be a little bit brighter. And then of course I had to highlight a little bit more on underneath my eyes just to make it super, super bright. So that's what we're doing right now. Alright, so now I'm going to make the whiskers, and this was the hardest part for me because I wasn't sure how I wanted to do it. So I started off with a liquid liner, and I just took a tip of a makeup brush and I just added 3 dots on my upper lip area. And then I took my liquid liner and I just went ahead and filled in those dots because they didn't come off as circular, I guess, as I wanted. So I just filled them in with this liquid liner. And for the whiskers, I used the same liquid liner and I just drew lines up going towards my cheekbones, and these came off a little bit rough, but I ended up really liking them afterwards. I think whiskers are not perfect, and sometimes you can't even see cat's whiskers, so I thought it was perfectly okay that they weren't perfect. Some of them were a little jagged and janky, but that's okay. You can do whatever you want. Now, I did not have cat ears, and I could not find all black cat ears. I found like the little girl ones that have like the sequins on it, and I just didn't want that. So I decided to do my hair for you guys. So I am starting off with some hairspray, and I'm just going to spray that to slick back all of my hair. And then I'm taking a comb and combing it all up into a pigtail, a very high pigtail actually. And then I'm going to twist it and I'm going to wrap it around. This is how I do my top knots in case anybody is curious. So I just do that, and then I take these extra large bobby pins that are my absolute favorite, and I just pin it in there and it stayed. So I just put 2 of them in. These are like super extra good bobby pins. Doing the same thing on the other side, I'm just going to speed it up so you guys can see. Like I said, you guys can probably barely see it, but I didn't have cat ears, so I decided to just use my hair. And I just sprayed it with hairspray after. And then I'm going back in with that blending brush, and I'm actually going to contour a little bit on the side of my nose. And I just felt like this looked really nice, and it just really elongated my nose a little bit. So you can choose to do this with the brown. You can not do it at all. I just thought it added a little extra touch to it. And lastly, I'm taking this black lipstick from LA Splash Cosmetics, and I'm just going to go over that pencil liner that we use on our lip just to make sure that it doesn't transfer to our bottom lip. So that is it for today's video, you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did 2 scary videos, so I decided to do something a little bit more calm and fun and just really nice and sultry. You can make this any way that you want. Feel free to make it your own. And yeah, so that's it. So don't forget to like it, share it, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.